You've been skipping meals because you don't have time to cook. That's not a busy schedule. That's an excuse with a kitchen attached to it. The men putting on the most muscle right now are not spending 2 hours on meal prep Sunday. They are opening containers and eating. No stove, no pan, no excuses. Here are the meals. Pay attention. Number 1. Canned sardines. Not the fancy kind. Not the ones packed in lemon and herbs that cost $6 at a specialty store. The plain ones, in olive oil. Under $2 a can at any grocery store on the planet. One can delivers 23 grams of complete protein, a full omega-3 dose that actively reduces muscle inflammation, and vitamin D. The micronutrient your testosterone production runs on that most men are chronically deficient in without knowing it. The mechanism is straightforward. Sardines contain every essential amino acid your muscle tissue needs to repair and grow. The omega-3s reduce the inflammatory response from training, so your recovery window shortens. The vitamin D supports the hormonal environment that makes muscle growth possible in the first place. Pull the tab. Eat them straight. On rice cakes, on crackers, on whatever you have. The supplement industry would extract the omega-3s, put them in a black bottle with an X in the name, charge you $55, and tell you it was cutting edge. It's a $2 can of fish. You're welcome. Number 2. Greek yogurt. Full fat, plain. Not the low-fat version. Not the one with fruit on the bottom and 18 grams of sugar pretending to be a health food. Full fat, plain. 1 cup gives you 15 to 17 grams of protein, and the protein is predominantly casein, the slow digesting form that releases amino acids into your bloodstream for hours after you eat it. This is not a minor detail. A whey shake spikes and crashes. Casein feeds your muscles steadily. The fat in full-fat yogurt slows digestion further, extending that release window even longer. You are not just eating protein. You are eating a timed-release muscle-building system that costs under $2 and requires a spoon. Dose: 1 cup. Full fat. Plain. If you need it to taste like something, add a tablespoon of raw honey. That's it. No cooking, no blender, no cleanup. 30 seconds from fridge to done. Numbers 1 and 2 make complete sense. Number 3 is the one most men dismissed 20 years ago and have been losing gains to ever since. Right after this. Number 3. Cottage cheese. I know. Half the men watching this haven't touched cottage cheese since their mother put it on a plate next to a sad piece of fruit in 1997. That was a mistake, and it has been costing you protein every single day since. 1 cup of full-fat cottage cheese is 25 to 28 grams of protein. It is also casein dominant. It digests slowly. It keeps you in a positive nitrogen balance, the state where your body's building muscle rather than breaking it down, for hours after you eat it. It costs less than $2 a cup. The entire preparation process is open container, pick up spoon, eat. That's it. The supplement industry sells casein protein powder for $45 a bag and markets it specifically as a slow-release muscle builder. You just found the same thing in a plastic tub at the grocery store for $2. There is no money in telling you that, so nobody tells you. If you want to make it taste like something a man who knows what he's doing eats, add black pepper and a drizzle of olive oil. Sounds wrong, isn't? Try it once before you argue with me. Here's what most men get wrong about no-cook meals. They assume that if it didn't involve heat, it doesn't count. That's not nutrition. That's a bias toward effort that doesn't exist in your muscle tissue. Your body does not care whether the protein came from a pan or a pull-tab can. It cares about one thing: amino acid availability, specifically leucine, the amino acid that directly triggers muscle protein synthesis. If the food delivers leucine in sufficient quantity, your body builds muscle. Full stop. Every item on this list delivers that. None of them require a stove. The men who are building the most muscle are not the ones with the most elaborate meal prep. They are the ones who eat the right things. Every day. No friction, no excuses. That's it. That's what this list is. Number 4. Canned tuna. The most obvious one on the list, which means most men are either already doing it wrong or not doing it at all. 1 can of tuna in water is 25 to 27 grams of protein. 0 fat. 0 carbs. 0 cooking. Here's how this is different from number 1. Sardines give you protein plus omega-3s plus vitamin D, a full hormonal and recovery package. Tuna gives you pure protein with almost no fat, which makes it the tool you reach for when you need to hit your leucine threshold fast without adding calories from fat. Different tool, different job, both necessary. The mechanism. Tuna is one of the highest leucine density protein sources available at any price point. Leucine is the amino acid that flips the switch on muscle protein synthesis. You need roughly 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine per meal to maximize that response. 1 can of tuna gets you there. Eat it straight from the can. Mix it with a tablespoon of olive oil and black pepper. Put it on rice cakes. Do not put it in a sandwich with mayonnaise and call it a muscle meal. That's a different video. Dose: 1 can. Once a day, minimum, every day. Not when you feel like it, every day. Number 5 is the one that costs almost nothing and that most men are already buying for the wrong reason. Coming up right now. Number 5, pre-cooked eggs. Most grocery stores sell hard-boiled eggs already cooked, peeled, and ready to eat. They come in packs of 2, 6, or 12. You open the package. You eat the egg. Zero cooking. Zero prep. Zero excuses. 6 eggs gives you 36 grams of complete protein and the most bioavailable amino acid profile of any food on this list. The yolk is not optional. The yolk contains the fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, K, plus the cholesterol your body uses as the direct precursor to testosterone production. Men who eat egg whites only are doing half the work for half the result. The fitness media told you the yolk was dangerous for 30 years. A handful of researchers in the 60s decided cholesterol was the enemy. The government ran with it for 40 years, and an entire generation of men threw away the best part of the egg. 40 years of wasted gains and lower testosterone. Congratulations to everyone involved. If your store doesn't carry pre-cooked eggs, they sell them at every gas station, every convenience store, and every deli counter in the country. There is no version of this where the egg is unavailable to you. The excuse doesn't exist. Dose: 3 to 6 whole eggs per day. Every day. Eat the yolk. What's coming next is the difference between the men in this niche who actually make progress and the ones who spend money on things that don't work. Number 6, don't skip this. Number 6, canned salmon. This is the one I mentioned at the start. The one most men skip because someone told them it wasn't a serious protein source. Here is what that person didn't know. One standard 7.5-ounce can of wild-caught pink salmon delivers 30 to 33 grams of complete protein. That is more protein per dollar than a chicken breast. More than tuna. More than most protein powders when you factor in cost per gram of actual protein delivered. But the protein content is not even the main story. The main story is what the omega-3s do alongside that protein. Sardines gave you omega-3s. Salmon gives you a significantly higher dose, enough to change how your muscle cells respond to the protein you're eating. Here's the mechanism. EPA and DHA, the omega-3 fatty acids in salmon, make your muscle cells more sensitive to leucine. The same switch leucine flips to trigger muscle protein synthesis, omega-3s make it easier to flip. You are not just getting protein, you are getting a system that makes the protein work harder. One food, 2 mechanisms. $3. The supplement industry sells EPA and DHA in capsule form. They call it fish oil. They charge you $40 a bottle. They tell you to take it alongside your protein shake. You could just eat the salmon and get both in one shot for $3. There is no money in telling you that, so nobody tells you. Now you know. Dose: 1 7.5-ounce can per day. In olive oil if you can find it. Eat it straight, on rice cakes, or mixed with a tablespoon of Greek yogurt and black pepper. That combination, salmon, Greek yogurt, black pepper, is a muscle-building stack that costs under $4 and takes 90 seconds to prepare. The guy she's thinking about isn't spending $300 a month on supplements. He's eating real food, and you've been watching him wondering why it's working. Now you know why. Number 7, edamame. Before you close the video, stay with me. I know what you're thinking. Edamame is what you eat at a sushi restaurant while you wait for the real food. That's the wrong frame. 1 cup of shelled edamame, which you can buy frozen, pre-cooked, ready to eat straight from the bag at room temperature, delivers 17 grams of complete plant protein. Complete, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids, including leucine in sufficient quantity to trigger muscle protein synthesis on its own. This matters because edamame is the only plant food on this list that qualifies as a complete protein without combining it with anything else. Now here's where it gets interesting. Remember what I said about omega-3s making your muscle cells more sensitive to leucine in number 6? Edamame hits the same sensitivity mechanism from a completely different direction. Edamame contains magnesium, the mineral that regulates over 300 enzymatic processes in the body, including the cellular environment in which muscle protein synthesis happens. Most men training hard are magnesium deficient. They don't know it. Their doctor didn't flag it. Their sleep is worse than it should be. Their recovery is slower than it should be. Their testosterone is lower than it should be. The supplement industry sells magnesium in capsule form for $30 a bottle and markets it as a sleep and recovery aid. 1 cup of edamame starts fixing the same deficiency for under $1. No bottle. No label with an X in the name. Just a frozen bag you open and eat. Dose: 1 cup shelled. Straight from the bag. Salt it, eat it, done. If that sounds like too much effort, I genuinely don't know what to tell you. Salmon made your leucine switch easier to flip. Edamame gives you the leucine and the magnesium that makes the whole system run. Stack them together and you've got a muscle-building combination that costs under $5 and requires no equipment whatsoever. Here is what you do tonight. Not next week, tonight. Pick 3 items from this list. Right now, whatever you already have or can get in the next 20 minutes. Canned sardines, Greek yogurt, and cottage cheese. Canned tuna, pre-cooked eggs, and edamame. Canned salmon, Greek yogurt, and edamame. Any combination. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you hit 150 grams of protein today without turning on a single burner. That is the baseline. 150 grams. No cooking, no excuses. Tomorrow, you add a 4th item. The day after that, you have a system. The day after that, you stop wondering why the guy next to you in the gym is growing and you're not. He's not doing anything exotic. He's eating consistently, every day, without friction. 3 items, tonight. Go. Most men fail at nutrition not because they don't know what to eat. They fail because they built a system that requires perfect conditions. A full kitchen, 2 free hours, and the motivation to cook after a long day. That system fails the moment life gets in the way. And life always gets in the way. The men who build the best physiques are not the ones with the most elaborate meal prep. They are the ones who eat the right things consistently, with 0 friction, every single day regardless of circumstances. This list removes the friction. The rest is on you. Tomorrow, I'm covering the 7 foods that are actively destroying your testosterone while you sleep. And one of them is something most men eat every single night thinking it's healthy. You don't want to miss that one. Subscribe. 1 button. Do it now. Put the powder down. Eat real food. Get to work.